Well, hello there, friends, all of you. So tonight, I looked on the internet for what size wheel spacers we need. Yes, I know we're taking a little break from the mullet machine, but not really, because, you know, I just have to update you on this project. It's been driving me nuts on what to do with it and all that. Got some really good feedback, and I think we're ready to pitch this idea to you. So this is all the fancier I'm planning to get on the outside of it, right? And as you may know or not know, we're going to do a 5-3 swap in it. We're planning a 5-3 swap with a 700 R4, because that's what I have sitting here in the shop, with probably about a 3000 stall converter, a stage 2 sloppy cam, oh yeah, and a Holley sniper. And for this particular truck, we have come up with the nickname finally. We want a quiet exhaust, factory style. That's obviously supposed to be like somewhere in here-ish, I think. Either way, it's going to be bent about the same way. I'm thinking it's going to be dual exit, bent like that, no chrome tips, quiet muffler. We're going to see if they can run dual exhaust. I'm pretty sure Jason at Buckeye Tire absolutely can. He's the man. And we're going to have electrical cutouts put on it. Thus the reason for the name bipolar. Because with the flick of a switch, she goes from calm, quiet to crazy. I mean, can you imagine something like this? I mean, look how good her that paint is. I love the paint though. This is, she's mint. Okay, look at that, just the right amount of patina everywhere. It's beautiful. But anyway, I'm getting away from the subject. And we're not changing anything on the interior. We're going to keep, as of right now, we're keeping factory seats, all this. We're just going to set our Holley monitor screen thingy right there, because I think that would be freaking sweet. I mean, would you expect this? I mean, you'd look at it and say, wheels are nicer than the truck. Well, yeah. And what we're going to do, we're fixing the rust. We're going to contain the rust. This is all going to get cut out. We're going to replace with panels. The cab corner cut out. We're going to make little patch panels for this down here, if we can. This, we're going to contain as much as we can, replace as little as we can. And in fact, I'm even just going to take the old welder, weld that back up. Grinder, not the app, but grinder down flush. Prime it. Am I going to prime it? No, probably not even going to prime it. I kind of like that. So we're probably just going to put some sort of clear coat or something on it. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Now we do have to fix the bed, because she's a little, I don't know what it is about red trucks and beds with me, but I don't know. Now this side, again, solid just like the other one. But, we're going to have to fix. We want to contain the rust. We don't really want it spreading, but, looky there. Is that Bondo? I don't know. Anyway, we don't want it spreading like wildfire and having a real rusted out truck. We obviously have to do some modifications to it and all that good jazz. Okay, we're going to have to make sure the brakes are good to go. Put new emergency brake cables on it. We may have to swap out the rear end. There's something making some not so gooder sound back there. I don't know. There's something. Maybe it's the dry shaft. Heck, I don't know. But anyway, it's always been my dream to do one of these trucks. And At the same time, it's always been my dream to do a sleeper and a patina truck. So I'm kind of getting like almost 3-in-1 build out of this particular truck. And that's a little update on the build itself. Now, as far as the wheels, I actually have those sitting around. A friend, subscriber, Tony, thanks for selling me the wheels super cheap. It allowed me to get, you know, tires and then other tires because those tires were too big for up front, which is what I'm getting at tonight. Supposedly, eventually, that's what's happening. So, on these trucks, I Google searched forever, like, what size spacer do I need? Okay, now, what I did learn was that these hub eccentrics on these S10s are different than on these IROCs. Because I have wheel spacers for this one because I was going to put like 2000 model SS Camaro wheels on it. Black it all out, you know, that whole nine. So, without further ado, all the way around on this particular truck, if you want these wheels or anything like the Camaro Corvette style wheels, these are from like a 2014-ish, sorry Tony, I don't remember the year, SS Camaro. That's what these wheels come off of. The tires I got from an auction site. I got a decent deal. I bought all four way prior to owning this truck. I honestly thought the tires were going to be perfect for whatever. They're honestly a little too tall unless you put them pretty much on a truck or something that's definitely gave you some clearance, like maybe an Impala, you know, PPV Caprice, which I love. So up front we have, and these were fun to mount, by the way, two 55/35 20s. And these are a cheaper tire. They're made by OHST or something. I forget what company actually makes those. I Googled them. They're supposed to be made by a Falcon or somebody, or Mastercraft or something. Somebody that's like decently known. And then these back ones are actually expensive tires. They're Dunlop Max something, but they're 265 45 20s. In the rear, you're going to have a lot of forgiveness because they're, you know, you can feel that wheel well up. It's, I mean, you see what you got there. The front, you got this whole turning apparatus, and you know, that's an old game changer there. Those tires are 3 inches taller than these tires. Now, you probably are wondering, how in the world do I know that, right? Because maybe you're looking for the right size tire and or wheel combo for yours. So, all you have to do is get on Amazon. That's it. Let's just say, for argument's sake, you know that this will not work at all. I was turning the wheel this far and it was already hitting the inner fender up here. Now, just to be a good sport, I'll show you. It's close. It's close. The bigger tire you get, I mean, the more chance you have of it rubbing. Look at that. Now that is like right on. I don't know if that's actually touching. I haven't driven the truck yet, but we got full rotation frontward, I believe. Yeah. Full rotation this way and like about 90% the other way. And being that this is project, I hope you could hear anything I said. This sucker is just, the belt squeaks. We're not putting a new one on it. This is, you know, that drivetrain's all temporary. But anyway, I think I have at least 85 to 90% of rotation up here, which is going to be great. Back here, 100%, because it just follows. The only downside to this combo is There is no rotating your tires. That's done, because those absolutely hit. But anyway, if you want to know, basically, let's just say for argument's sake, you can't find a forum on the internet on these trucks or your particular vehicle. You're going to have to take and measure off the front of the face to here. Your outer wheel well. That's where you want to measure from, right? You want to see what's the max diameter you can go on this thickness. You can either take the offset of this wheel and the offset of this wheel. Like, you can measure out how much room you have sticking out from this wheel. Do you want it to tuck in? Do you want it to stick out a little bit? What are you wanting to do with it? If you're wanting like this one, that one's pretty well flush. I mean, there's not anything sticking. And that's why I don't want to go down Old Country Road and have stuff flinging all over the truck. I know, believe me, it's not meant. Don't give me that. Don't get me wrong. It's not meant. It just don't sound good. I don't like that sound. It might add some character to this ride though. But 2-inch spacers on the front and rear with, this is a 2-wheel drive. From everything I've heard and read, if you have a 4-wheel drive, you don't need a spacer for the rear. For the front, I'm not sure. It might be a 2-inch as well. But for some reason on the rear of an S10 Blazer, I believe it was, if it's a 4-wheel drive, you don't need a spacer. Google that. I'm not really sure. I was actually just trying to find 2-wheel drive, first gen S10. And yeah, I couldn't find diddly poo. Hardly. I found one thing, and it mentioned I'm running 2-inch spacers all around, and it's setting the way I want. So that's what you got right there, guys and gals. Now, I will say this. I ordered these from Amazon, maybe? Amazonian? Maybe eBay. I can't remember, but the thing that's cool, are you ready for this? They don't give you one sticker, dude. They give you 2. So, we're going to put on the toolbox over there along with all them other ones. We're putting this big feller. I like that. I'll put that up here in a second. But anyway, we'll just stay right here. Anyway, so I did 2-inch spacers all the way around, 2 65/45s in the rear, and 2 55/35s up front. They're 20-inch wheels. They're matching. And I personally like it. You're going to get, like I say, almost full rotation. It looks like it, I don't know if that's from the time before or now, but it looks like there's, something right there. We want to keep these mud flaps. I'm all about them. I'm not even going to lie. But if you have to massage this area a little bit, I'll massage her a little bit, because, it's already kind of holy up there. That's okay. Just character. But that's the plans for the truck. That's the plans for Bipolar. I think it's an awesome name. Let me know what you guys think. And I just think it's a good idea. I think it's a real good idea. But with these wheel spacers, I will tell you this. There's a lot of people that'll say they're negative about wheel spacers. Honestly, I've never ran them in my life. I don't know. I do know one thing. I will be using some sort of thread locker. I think that's blue. They have red. I don't know all the colors they have. I really don't. But I'm absolutely going to be running thread locker. And whenever I was mounting these wheels, I have to actually give the old Mayflower some credit while I'm at it. This sucker is the berries, along with the old balancer over there. It is not top-notch type equipment, don't get me wrong. It's nothing that I'm not sure any professional shop uses them, but for what I need, guys, these things, especially if you're doing these low pros, there is no way in heck without these arms over here that I could have done it by myself. I'm so proud I didn't go cheap on that. So if you're thinking about it, just get you one with the arm extension. It's not really that much more, and it's worth every cent. I mean, that's not, you know, that's not a lot of firewall there. So yeah. Oh, that's what they're called. OHTSU. I don't know. I kind of feel bad, but you know. They're directional, they look decent, and they're gonna work. They rotate, they're rubber, then they're holding air. So that being said, guys, welcome bipolar, and we cannot wait to do the old 5-3 swap, and I'm really eager for this truck. And we're actually excuse me, we're going to turn this into a daily driver, absolutely. Unless it's wintertime, then it can stay in the driveway and we'll take the old Tundra out and do what we do. But this sucker, I cannot wait. I think it's going to be fun. And I just want to thank all you guys for watching. Hey, just so you know, man, we hit the goal. We actually surpassed it. So I hit 200 before Christmas and before the new year. I want to thank every single one of you for making that happen. Hope you guys had a great Christmas and an even better new year. Stick around, guys. It's only going to get better. We have plenty of things, plenty of YouTube gold just sitting around. And I just want to thank you guys for hitting the old subscribe, like button, leave me comments. I appreciate the heck out of it. And as always, we'll see you guys next time, next year, here on Right Turn Garage TV. Y'all have a great one. Be safe.